Hey, it's Billy Scott here, Regional Vice President with UWE. I'm tuning in from my home here in Northern California, and I want to share with you 5 reasons why you should be with us at the National Convention for UWE in February 2026 on the 13th, 14th, and the 15th. The main days are the 14th and the 15th. The 13th, there's going to be some leadership things and some other things that's happening as well. So the full schedule will come out soon, but those are the main days for the event. And I want to start with number 1, which is the quality of the training. Listen, the fact that we started this business for less than $300, some people might approach it casually. The people who made it to the top, they treat it like they invested $300,000, like a real franchise. And if you invested $300,000 and there was a place that you can go to learn from the people who turn that into multiple 6-figure businesses, some of them 7-figure businesses and beyond, wouldn't you go to that place? Of course, if you invested $300,000, you would go wherever you needed to learn how to make your investment back and then, of course, multiply it. Now, everybody at the event isn't making $10,000 a month or more, because we got everybody from brand new people to up and coming leaders, but all of the people making $10,000 a month or more are at this event and you get access to them. I remember going to these events and I was struggling in my business. I was stuck at a certain level in the business, and I would go to these events, and the training on stage prepared me to go to the next level. But more importantly, the events around the events, I was able to have conversations with top leaders and top income earners in the hallways that I couldn't access if I was just on Zoom or stayed home in my home state. And so the quality of training, the quality of access is going to be huge. The number 2 is your belief level. A lot of times we are slowed down in our business because we struggle with our belief. But when you go to an event like this and you get to see it for yourself, you meet the founder of the company, you meet the corporate team leaders, you meet the top income earners, you can look them in their eyes and see that this is a real mission behind this. This isn't just driven by profit and money. When you see that there's real purpose, there's real authentic leadership, there's genuine transparency, there's things that you experience from the top at corporate all the way down through the field that you experience at a convention that you can't experience just staying home as well. Now, number 3 is leaders are always looking for the next upcoming leaders to add to their roster. And I could tell you, as somebody who's built an organization of a lot of people and helped a lot of people reach high levels in the company, one of the number 1 things we look for is your commitment level. So your leadership, your support team is looking at the people who make the sacrifice to show up to the convention. We know it's a little bit of a sacrifice, but it's really an investment. Are you willing to invest the time into yourself to get to an event like this? The registration is less than $200 to get access for days of training and learning from the best of the best. I've seen some Tony Robbins events be $2,500, $5,000. So less than $200 right now as we speak on this. The early registration is $150. And then, of course, your travel. That's really it. And then your food, right? So get into that event. Of course, it's a tax write-off for your business, but also it's an investment into your business for you to get into that environment. And it's an investment into getting access to your leadership team. Your leaders are looking for the next group of people that are excited, committed, and willing to make the sacrifice to show up to this event. And you'll be added to their roster as the next group of people that they help get on the path to moving up in the company. All right, number 4 is networking and expansion. You're going to be able to meet people from other cities and states, and that you might have contacts, or your team might have contacts. So you might live in one state, but you know people who live in California, New York, Texas, Florida, and you can meet leaders that you network with, connect with. They might be at similar levels to you. They might be at higher levels, but now that you started a relationship in those other markets, you can now start to expand your team and invite your guests out to events happening in those markets and start to build a business in states and cities that you don't live in. And here's number 5. Number 5 is very simple. In 9 years with UWE, in over 22 years in this industry, I have not met one person who made it to the top of any network marketing company without the national convention. I haven't met one. And so for us to have a goal to go big or do very well, but then not go to the convention is a disconnect, and it'll take away, it'll slow you down. But here's the other thing. Your team will do what you do. So you might be the kind of person, you don't need a lot of motivation. You don't need a lot of extra hype. And that's not all what this is. This is true education. It's a pure environment. It's relationship building. It's networking. There's a lot of different aspects to the event. We have a lot of fun as well for those that I'm a DJ, so you guys know I'm all about it. But the bottom line is going to an event like this, your team follows you there. So you might not need the extra stuff, but your team does, and your team follows your lead. And so you might be thinking, I don't have a team yet. Well, that's another reason why you want to go to the event. You might be thinking, I don't have any the extra money to go. Well, let's put a game plan together with your support team to make the money from your UWE business, so your business pays for you to go, and then you get to write that off as well. There's so many ways and solutions to make it happen, but I look forward to seeing you. Get registered for the event. If you don't have the link, get it from your support team. We can't wait to see you in Atlanta in February. Have a good one.